Hey, brothers and sisters, thanks for watching another Jesus is Better video. In the last video we posted, we opened the discussion about feeling derailed, like the train going over the bridge in downtown Tempe got derailed. It's possible for us to feel like our lives have become derailed. And I want to talk with you just for a moment here about feeling derailed physically. In this pandemic, there's been quite a lot of people that have had the time to try to get in better shape physically, maybe eat a little better, sleep a little more, get some exercise, and that's a great thing. And yet there's also probably some others of us that this has felt like it's had some negative effects physically. Maybe you just feel slothful, like you're just sitting around a lot more, or maybe the COVID-19 has hit you. Perhaps you find yourself watching a lot more news and therefore just feel more sedentary. So we want to think for a moment about getting back on track physically. And I guess what I'd love to tell you is that this is a topic that the Lord cares about. Part of worship, part of stewardship is using the bodies that God's given us. And certainly we're all different and have different makeups and different struggles in relationship to our bodies. So I'm not talking about how you look, but using the body the Lord has given us in a way that is honoring and pleasing to Him would mean that we don't live way past our bandwidth. We don't try to run on 3 hours of sleep a night, that we put our heads on our pillows at night as an act of worship, and that we eat in such a way that we're not shortening our days, but providentially the Lord's in control of however long we live, and yet we want to eat healthy so that we'll feel as good as possible. And eating healthy, I think, is an act of worship. It's honoring, it's stewarding the body that we've been given. And then we just want to try to be active. So in whatever way you can get up and move around, you're going to feel better physically, which is going to have a direct connection to how you feel spiritually and emotionally. We are beings such that the material part of us and the immaterial part of us all feeds together and works off each other. So if you're feeling derailed physically, gosh, I have certainly been there. I think most everybody who would be watching this video has been there at some point. Don't let that be a discouragement. Tell the Lord, I would love to get back on track spiritually. And also, I'd love to get back on track physically. And then just start making little incremental changes in each one of those areas. Invite another brother or sister or two into that process in the church. And just put one foot in front of the other. Doing so in a way that honors the Lord and that will result in some increased health and very much probably an increase in spiritual and emotional health as well.